Hi all. Okay, today I wanted to do a pick a pile, pick a card, pick a pile. I want to see what you're meant to know now. So we're going to look at some cards that I've already shuffled and I've already put into piles. I've got a few different decks that I'm using. So we've got, this is pile 1. See which pile resonates with you, and that's going to be the message that you're meant to hear. This is pile 2, and this is pile 3. So again, see which pile resonates with you, and that's the message that you're meant to hear. Okay, for my pile 1, this is what you're meant to hear. We're going to start with these, what you're meant to hear right now. All right. Okay, so what I have for you, pile 1, it does look like there is someone around you that is kind of keeping some pretty big secrets from you, I would say. I don't know that you're actually going to find out. And it has to do with I think it's child support. I'm actually hearing child support. So it could be something else, but I'm kind of hearing child support. So I feel like if you're trying to get an increase in some child support or, something to do with a legal, getting money for something, I feel like it's child support. That's what I keep hearing. I think there's some hidden money or assets somewhere. I think you're going to have a tough time finding it. I think, though, if you, and I know it's bugging you, it's really bugging you, I can see that. But I think you can actually find out what, some of this hidden money, assets, whatever, that you could try to, use as a reason why you should get, if the other person is saying that they don't have the money to do an increase or they can't pay child support or, whatever the case is, they do have the money. But here's what I'm also getting. You can find it. It's going to, well, I don't know if you're going to find it, but you'd have to look really, really hard. I think you'd have to almost hire like a, what do they call it? Like a financial or a, oh my God, I'm drawing a blank. Like a financial forensic accountant there. It's something like that. Like a forensic accountant to look at these, look through everything on this person that's supposed to be paying you. It's going to cost a lot of money though. I know that, but I think that's the only way that you'd most likely be able to find this hidden money. Another thing it's saying is for you to consider, and this is just considering, so this is from them. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. But it is saying, consider maybe letting this go. Because I actually feel that you probably have enough money on your own to be okay, to kind of get what you need. So what this is doing is it's causing you a lot of extra stress and that you don't need right now. And I think you would, if you were to pursue this, you'd go through all of this, spend all this money, go through all the stress to try to find something. And I still don't think you're going to be able to find it. Even after all the, spending time, spending money, contacting experts, all of that stuff, I don't think you'd be able to still find it. So maybe you'd be better off not even doing it at all and maybe just letting it go. Because I think, rather than wasting your time, wasting your money on something that you probably won't find out anyway, you're probably better off just letting it go. So that's what you need to know right now for my pile 1. Okay, my pile 2 people, you're up. All right, let's see what you need to know right now, pile 2. So let's go ahead and just see what this is telling us that you need to know. This is really interesting. So here's what I'm getting for you, pile 2. What I'm getting is there's a few different things here, and it's very interesting. I actually feel like some of you are possibly looking to purchase a house or a townhome or condo or something with someone that you're currently living with. Maybe you're renting an apartment or something, or living at a parent's house or something like that. You're looking to purchase some kind of property to be able to both of you move in there. I actually think you're going to be able to do it. And I'm seeing that you're thinking that this might not be possible. It is possible. I do see you getting it. However, I'm going to say this. Go through your budget, because it's a fine line. Go through your budget. You are going to be able to purchase something, but I don't want you to go from one extreme to the other. In other words, think, okay, I can't, I'm not even going to think about it because I can't afford anything, because that's not true. You can get something. But then you go the total opposite extreme, because maybe you start contacting mortgage companies or banks or something, and they start doing the numbers or running your credit, and they say, oh, you're approved for, blah, blah, blah. I don't even know how much that would be. And then you start thinking, so then you go the opposite extreme and go, oh my gosh, I'm going to get something that's like, way out of your means. So I want you to be smart about it. You can afford to get something. Absolutely. I'm seeing that. But I want you to do it smart. Stay within your means. Just because a mortgage company or a bank says, oh, you're approved for, it doesn't mean that that's what you have to get. So do it smart. Like yes, you can get something. And then when you find out how much you're approved for, back it up, because you don't need to purchase something just because you're approved for it. They just want more money. They want the higher interest or higher commission on the sales price or whatever. So just stay within your means. So whatever they say you're approved for, back it up. You don't need to, because I see if you go with what you're approved for, that's when you're going to get into some trouble. And then you're going to be in some financial trouble. I also see one other thing here. There's going to be, I feel like you may be taking a little bit of a different direction spiritually or with your religion, which is great. I think everyone should grow and evolve, and you should do what works for you and what is meant to be good for you. Definitely, we all need to grow. Here's what I'm going to say, though. I want you to grow, but I want you to, the reason that you're wanting to grow is because you're feeling like you did something wrong, and you're feeling like you need to make up for it. Maybe it's that you haven't been very religious, and all of a sudden now you're going to be really religious. I want you to understand that just everyone does things wrong, and I don't want you to beat yourself up for this. If you really do want to start pursuing something different spiritually or religious, whatever, that's great. Do that. I think that's great. But don't do it for the wrong reason, and don't be so hard on yourself, because what you think that you need to make up for or atone for, you don't. You don't need to do that at all. It's in your mind bigger than what it actually is. And if it was against somebody else or whatever, I'm not even seeing that being a big deal to them, really. So I think it's your own self wanting to atone or make something right, when in reality the other person is not even thinking anything about it. They've already moved past it. They don't think it's any big deal. So grow, definitely go on your new path. If you're being drawn to something, absolutely. But don't do it just because you think this is a way for me to atone or to make up for something. There's nothing for you to make up for. What you are seeing is really bad is not really as bad as you think. All right, my pile 3 people, it's your turn. Okay, so let's see what you need to know, pile 3, what you need to know right now. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. All right, this is what I think that pile 3, this is what I think that you all need to know right now. Number 1, I am seeing a little bit of a health issue. However, I don't think it's going to end up being as serious as you're worried about. So yes, be concerned. Definitely go see a doctor, get some tests, whatever they say. If you want to take something natural, that's fine. I think there's something little going on, but you know what? It's not going to be as bad as you think. It's not going to be as bad as you think. So it's easy to worry, especially if you're getting certain symptoms or whatever. You know, that can make anyone nervous. I think you're going to be fine. It's going to turn out to be not something that is as bad as you're thinking in your head. So try, if you can, try to relax with that. I'm also seeing there's this is what I'm hearing. You guys are, some of you all out there are being chased, and I do feel it's a love interest. You're being pursued pretty heavily by a love interest who is really, 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 really wanting to get together with you. Here's what I would say though. Be careful. Because on the outside, it looks like this great person and you're flattered that they're interested in you, and who wouldn't be, and all of that stuff. However, I'm getting that person is not what they appear. I think they talk a good game, and I think they are going to tell you a whole bunch of stuff that I think a lot of it's not true. So I don't want you to get caught up in this fantasy story that this person is going to tell you simply because they're trying to get together with you and date you. You can definitely find somebody much better. I just be careful. This is a good opportunity for you to use your gut intuition. And if there's something that doesn't seem like it's adding up, you have to listen to that, because that's them telling you, trying to give you some guidance to help you, navigate through life. So it's your spirit guides or angels or whatever, or God. So just remember, now, if you want to just, have a quick fling with them, and you're going in with your eyes wide open so you know exactly what's going on with this person, and you're not going to fall for their, fanciful stories, whatever, that's fine. Do that if you want to do that. But be careful not to allow yourself to get sucked into some, crazy stories, and you think this person is this, and oh my God, they're wonderful. Look what they're doing here. And oh my gosh, and they've attained this, and they've, it's not what you think. It's not what they're telling you at all. So just be careful with that. I also see pile 3 that you guys are coming into some money. So you're coming into some money, and I think it might be from the lottery from a lottery for some of you. Some of you may win the lottery. So I never win the lottery, so I don't even bother playing, but or purchasing lottery tickets. I don't do it. But I think some of you, I'm hearing lottery for some of you, and I think there's so I'm hearing refund on, like a big refund on something for some of you. So anyway, some money is coming in for you guys. So that's kind of cool.